Hello and welcome to our third webinar of the series SCAUT Inspires. My name is Klaus Wachter. I'm the Managing Director of SCAUT Association, and today I will be your host and guide you through the webinar. Some rules before we start. Please keep your microphone and the camera turned off. Please note that today's session will be recorded and uploaded within the next few days to our SCAUT website. And after the presentation, we will have a Q&A session. So we are very happy to receive your questions. Please place them in the chat. I will then pass them to our speaker at the end of his presentation for answering. For those of you who joined us for the first time, let me give you some general remarks on this webinar series. With SCAUT Inspires, we want to give our SCAUT members a platform for presenting their innovative solutions and technologies. It's our goal to promote the exchange within the SCAUT network, to bring new impulses and insights to our partners, but also to attract new partners. I'm very happy to see a great interest in this format and to welcome both SCAUT members as well as external partners in today's webinar. We organize these short webinars after lunch every 2 to 3 weeks. So please check our website and apply for a newsletter for new dates. But now let's kick off and welcome today's partner, DigitalTwin Technology, and our guest speaker, Rahul Doma. Rahul is working within the construction industry for more than 18 years and has co-founded DigitalTwin Technology in 2018. With the vision of disrupting the construction industry using technologies like AI, VR, and blockchain. Rahul, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Klaus. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to present here about the TunnelWare project. Let me share the screen with you. Let me know if you can see my screen, Klaus.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, great. So TunnelWare project here, we are calling it as a virtuality as a service. Something about me, actually, the introduction has been given by Klaus. Let me give you the basically done my diploma in mechanical engineering from India and worked for the construction industry for some time. After that, finished my bachelor's degree from BITS Pilani and then continue in the construction industry for a long time there in India. Came to Switzerland to study the Masters of Advanced Studies in Tunnel Engineering in 2010. And since then, I'm living here in Europe, in Germany. In 2018, I've started the company, the DigitalTwin Technology, with the goal of disrupting the market within the tunnel construction and enlarge to the construction industry. What is our mission here is using the artificial intelligence and providing a centralized cloud platform for the future construction design, operation, and maintenance. Very much similar like IBM Watson for the medical science. Using the VR technology, virtual reality, to go to the BIM level 4. So currently we are into the BIM level 2 and 3, and BIM level 4 is about connecting the real-time sensors to the BIM, which will be considered as a digital twin in real time. So this is what we would like to go together with the virtual reality technology. And the big mission is to have a digital twin underground geology, very much similar to the Google map, but under the ground, up to 1,000 meters, where for the engineering companies for proper planning of infrastructure development. How we are going to do this thing is right now we have created a central cloud-based AI system for the full life cycle of infrastructure. So from the design, operation, and maintenance, all data will come to the central data place for analysis. We, for the very specific tunnel construction industry, when we create a 3D digital twin, it's not only the construction site, we create the digital twin of tunnel boring machine also, so that it can be inspected, it can be go within the construction site virtually using the VR headset for inspection and for testing every function of the machine. What is our USP feature inside of this tunnelware project is one very specific thing is about virtual meeting room. I will show afterwards also a small video about this thing or what we are doing there. It's about as a virtual, like we are doing right now here in the webinar, we are meeting on the virtual place. Now consider the situation using this browser or VR headset. We go inside of the construction site in real time and can inspect each and every element of the construction site. That is the goal of a virtual meeting room there. We have achieved a little bit, not 100%, but we are doing there. Other part is the artificial intelligence for to predict what is coming in front of the machine in the geology wise. This we are using the neural network development in the software to make a prediction. The data we are taking it from some universities to understand, to train the model basically. I would like to show you here a small video what we have. This is the initial prototype which we have created for the tunnel with as an imagination with us, that how the stakeholders can inspect their construction site globally from any part of the world and to any place. So as you can see here, the video that the person is going in the Cologne, so it's imaginary thing. It's not the real construction site right now. So, but the 3D model of the machine is the real 3D model we have developed using the AutoCAD drawings. This is how you can inspect the cutter head in front of that. The sensors are available that provides the abrasion rate. So you don't have to per se go in front of the cutter head for inspecting the tools. This is how you can inspect your tunnels by going virtually inside of it. About the lining, all the information can be get directly from the sensors available in the construction site and the information provided by the project engineer. And then you can generate all the charts to understand what was the advance and penetration rate at that stage. This is how you can view in that with the geological sensors installed above, that what is the ground conditions. So we have animated a little bit more, usually not moved so fast, but just for the animation purpose. But this is the idea to how you can visualize the construction site. And in this way, you don't have to be geologist per se to understand what is happening on your construction site and how you have to run your machine. Furthermore, for the client submission, you can generate also a report from the project and all the charts you can generate and then submit it to the client via email or via printout of the machine. This is then we have what we have achieved now. That was a prototype. We made the animated video, but this is the real video. We have we called it as a virtual meeting room. We created with the company in a building construction. Unfortunately, right now it is not with the tunnel construction, but this is the same way how we are going to do in the. Let me, yes. So you can see this. You can see this is a virtual meeting room there. You can meet the people there, make your BIM model is available, and you can work with your BIM model of the complete construction site in real time, so that the three people on the 3 different locations, they can talk about the full building design or even the construction progress to show up. You can share your PowerPoint presentation also in this virtual meeting room. So you can have the whiteboard so that you can discuss. It's a complete room where you can have a discuss. This specific tool is only be available using the VR headset. With the browser, it can be only possible to view it. You cannot collaborate per se because we have developed this thing only for very specifically for the VR headset. I'll jump to the next slide. Yes, no, yes. Recently, what we are doing here in Europe, one of our research project we have started Ashwin. In this, one of our partner is NCC Construction Company from Sweden. So create a 3D, so create a BIM model for their construction site and complete 3D digital twin in real time for connecting, for understanding what's the progress going on in the construction site. this is the how we can within the digital twin in real time we can able to find the collision if there is any installation progress. Is not uh, it's colliding with the not with the design, then it can be seen and it can be immediately understandable that okay, there is some problem and has to be uh, modified by an engineer on the site. This is for the quality takeoff. You might have heard about these things. These tools are definitely possible in current tools from the Autodesk and Autodesk 360 or Autodesk Fusion. You can have these combined. The reason of we are bringing it to the digital twin platform is because Autodesk, in that case, you have a proprietary tool that you have to work with Autodesk Revit also. But what about the company who is having a Rhino, and what about the company who is having a SketchUp? So every other tool you have to buy their own software, proprietary software. So what we are doing here is creating this 4D tool for 4 dimension is the time in the digital twin platform, irrespective of what kind of proprietary file you are having. So we convert into standard IFC form, and then this standard IFC file will come to the digital twin, and then you don't have to per se having a license of every tool in your system. With them, it was very interesting to show that the NCC company have worked with the VR headset and how it's the construction industry, as we know that it is very conservative. So VR headset is not very easy to use. So we try to understand how it can be more useful for them and it was in first go, it was not so interesting, but they can go inside of the complete construction site. They can inspect it in a very big scale, like in a real scale of the building. That was very interesting. And that's even the foremen of the companies, they found it very interesting how it can be used and how it can be benefited for them. So what NCC wants is basically to control the complete in this digital twin platform or the intelligent BIM, basically with BIM level 4, to connect all the phases and to connect all the processes which is happening on the construction site in one platform without having inject every time opening the PowerPoint for or Excel or Word and doing everything on the computer side and then provide the presentation. They do not want to go for that case. They would like to have one tool which is intuitive and can be very useful for the for the construction people. This is what we have done together with them. Currently, we are doing, actually, it's not completely done. One video I would like to show you, which is basically this work has been done together with a partner from the University of Catalonia in Spain, so Professor Rolando. What we are trying to achieve here is scanning of a area in real time and then bring it to the digital twin platform. So as you can see here, this is the tool they have developed. It's a LiDAR scanner, very small. It's not very accurate, but good for the prototype purpose. And on the right side here in screen, you can see immediately the scanning area is coming on the Rhino on the Grasshopper. And what we are doing together with them is taking this model from the Grasshopper to present it on the digital twin platform so that it can be provided in a real time on the digital twin for the collaboration with the other partners. Thank you very much for your attention. Over to you, Klaus.
Okay, thank you very much, Rahul. I just got noticed that I have a bit problem with my internet connection. I hope you can hear me well. I hope you can see me well. I hope for you the presentation was also well to hear.
Okay.
Do we have any questions? I think it was very interesting, this presentation. It showed a new insight into using VR on the construction site. So I'm very happy to ask any questions. Until now, I don't see any in the chat. So maybe I can ask a question to break the ice. So what would you specifically define as virtuality as a service? And how do you think it can help the town construction stakeholders?
So virtuality as a service is we are using basically the concept, the word this comes when we are developing our software. So usually we sell it as a software as a service. But here I'm not selling the software actually. I'm selling the software inside of the virtual reality. That is the basic reason that I use this terminology of virtuality as a service. And how it is going to help for the construction company here, very specifically to the tunnel construction, because that is from my heart actually to start, is in tunnel construction work, in the urban side or anywhere, it's everyone is not allowed to go inside of the machine and to inspect everything. And also it is not very safe every time to go down. So the idea is to have this thing into the VR headset, so you can go inside of the construction site in real time and inspect each and every element out of this, whether it's a ring installation, whether there is a gap in the ring installation or not. If the machine is having a problem, require any maintenance, check as a mechanical engineer, you can go and check all this motors and pumps inside of the machine. And in the future, the idea is to run the whole tunnel boring machine with the virtual reality headset. So even the operator don't need to go inside, not even the TBM operator, not even the erector operator to erect the rings inside of the tunnel. Everything has to be done by a virtual reality. This is the big goal with this virtual reality as a service.
So when you say you more or less have these machines autonomously, if I got that right, are you already
not
in
100%, not 100% autonomously. So it will be done by the operator will be sitting, but not physically inside of the machine, virtually inside of the machine. So he will operate the machine. So not complete automated.
Are you already in touch with some manufacturers to, let's say, develop these concepts? Because I guess they need to be included as well.
We tried to connect with the Herrenkenek and Robbins, but till now did not get any success to present this thing to them in person. So we are looking for this thing. So right now, what we are doing in our laboratory, we are creating our own prototype. And once the complete prototype will be there, then we start visiting physically to these companies to present the whole thing.
Okay. Maybe another question from my side. You were mentioning the digital twin of the underground geology. How do you want to achieve this? You said it's a center of your mission. So I would be wondering, or I'm wondering, okay, where are you on this path, and how do you want to achieve that?
So I'm very on an early stage on this. So this is just an idea right now. So one thing is definitely, so this project I would like to start with you basically, Klaus, and from the Hegewag test gallery for testing purpose. And other thing is I have talked with some of the physicists in CERN laboratory in Switzerland, because they are doing some, they are using some instrument with the satellite to understand the geology of the ground. And by using that kind of technology, it is going to possible to have a complete global Earth underground geology. How much deep we can go, this I have to understand from those physicists, because they have much better knowledge for this. So I need to create a complete team, and this is also a good platform you have given to me, that the people who are watching this thing today or maybe later to collaborate with me to develop this whole thing into reality. So this would be helpful for the whole tunnel construction companies or even underground infrastructure development companies to use this thing, because we do not have to make a survey every time that what is under the ground, and we can make a plan at least very quickly, because currently planning of the tunnel is taking a really long time, because we have to go and dig holes and get the sample out for the geology.
Have you already proposed this concept to cities, because I think they would all be interested in this concept?
To whom, sorry?
Or it's to city developers, to urban developers, to state in general?
No, not to the city developers. I have in general here talked. I did talk with in the city Cologne about this thing to the urban planners. For them, it is interesting, but the point here comes that how it comes into reality. So that's the main point is, and we need a some showcase to them. Urban planners will not come to on board unless I can show them something. So only showing a PowerPoint presentation will not help me. So I need a real work to be done.
Definitely, I understand. Okay, so Rahul, there are no further questions from the audience. Okay. Maybe you have last statement from your side to finalize your speak.
Sure. So thank you everyone who is watching right now and who is going to watch afterwards. The slides actually has been shared by Klaus over the website. In that I have my contact details also, so please contact me very specifically for this digital twin of underground infrastructure with the geology specifically. And also if manufacturers who are the TBM manufacturers who are watching this thing, it would be really interesting to connect with them for proposing the idea of using virtual reality to operate their machine and to inspect the tunnel site from virtual reality. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much, Rahul. So with this, I would like to close today's webinar. I would like to thank all of you for joining in today, and give a special thank to Digital Twin Technology and Rahul for presenting. I hope you enjoyed this webinar, even though it was a bit shorter than today than usually. Please feel free to send us any feedback or also any questions. Some administrative information. After this first block of 3 webinars, we will make a short break. So please check our website for the upcoming events in June and sign in for our newsletter. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and goodbye.